Hi everybody, thank you for joining our channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. That's going to be the red R towards the bottom right. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create a hot folder on an Ri1000x. So let's get started. First, we're going to go ahead and select this job here by double clicking our left mouse key, and we're going to check what our settings are. So right here we see our print data. So it's going to be a black garment. Here's our method mode or our DPI for printing, 16 pass. Next, we're going to go to advanced settings, and we're just going to look at our color correction and our print mode. Okay, once we got these kind of memorized, we're going to go ahead and close these windows, and we are going to create a hot folder. Now, these folders can be used to create a hot folder that can be used for a certain kind of garments that you're always printing on, or a certain kind of images that you are printing most often. So let's get started. First, we're going to go to printer. We're going to go to properties. So currently we have an Ri1000x default, and we have a black garment hot folder. So we're going to go ahead and create a new one. We're going to go to add. Right here, we're going to right click on our screen, new folder, and we're going to label this Ri1000x color shirts. I'm labeling these color shirts because I already have one that's for the black shirts. So I'm going to go ahead and create a color one. Okay, once my folder is selected, I'm going to go ahead and select folder. I'm going to first select what color tab I want to use for this folder. I'm going to select blue. And next, we're going to go onto our settings. We're going to start with the workflow, and we are going to apply our cost calculation and calculate directly after RIP so we can know how much this image is going to cost us to print and how much ink we're using. Next, we're going to go to printer. We're going to select our platen here. If you guys use a large platen, you can go ahead and select large platen here, or a small one, depending on what you're going to be using. For this video, we're going to use medium platen. Right here towards the right, you'll see our dimensions. Next, we're going to go to our job tab. This is where you're going to bring in your image. If you want to apply settings to your image, this means this image will come in at 12 by 12, and any other image, depending on the size that it is. If it's a 16 by 16, it's going to automatically reduce it to 12 by 12. Or you can do the drop down here and fill all page. Now, if you want your image to come in exactly as it is when you create it, what you want to do is you want to put these at 0 and reselect your scale 1:1 and proportional. Here towards the right, this is going to be our job placement. Offset X means when the graphic comes in, is it going to be towards the left, towards the right, or center? You can see the drop down here. So for this graphic, we're going to go ahead and do center. Offset Y is how much we want the image to drop from the very edge of the plan. So if I want my graphic to drop 2 inches from this point down, I'm going to go ahead and apply 2 inches on here. Next, we're going to go to our media. So we're going to print this on a dark garment or a color shirt. We're going to do our method mode here, which is going to be a 16 pass. If your image comes out nice in a 9 pass or 8 pass, you want to go ahead and change that at this time. I'm going to keep mine at 1200 by 1200 DPI 16 pass. Next, I'm going to go to advanced settings, print mode, and I'm going to add my minimum. Keep in mind the minimum here, that's going to be your white underbase. I have mine set to 40. My limit of white is going to be 100, and my choke is going to be -3. Next, we're going to add our highlight layer. We're going to make sure select filling, and for my intensity, I'm going to do 50, and my negative choke will be 2. The reason I'm doing a -2 choke here is the white highlight layer prints at the same time as your color layer, so you don't want to have too much white because you want to give it a little choke because it might spread out a little bit, so you don't want those colors mixing. Next, we're going to go to our color correction, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our contrast here. So our contrast would be at 40. And then my gamma here, I'm going to do 0.9. Usually 1 works the best, but I like to use 0.9 So my images kind of have a little dark colors to them. So I want to make those colors nice and dark, a little richer. So I added 0.9 and a 40 for the contrast. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and press OK. Again, OK one more time, and then I'm going to press OK one more time to finalize my hot folder. If I go down to the bottom left on my folder here, if I do the drop down, you'll see how now I have a black shirt folder and a color shirt. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. That's the bottom right. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you guys want to watch or see next. I'm going to add some comments below. That's going to have a link to contact Rico in case you guys have any issues, need to create a case, or just want to get some general information. Thank you everybody for joining us, and have a great day.